What's happening? I'm N64 Josh. I've got Carpet with me again, and we're going to be talking about training EVs. Start to break it down for us, man. Tell me where I need to go. What do I need to do? I know you can see my screen right now.
Yeah, perfect. So, let's pull up that Dreepy that we had from last time. I believe you did get the mint for it, or did you not give the mint to it yet?
Let's find out. I'm heading to my bag, yes?
Yeah, no, your Pokemon.
Okay.
Just make sure that we have that Dreepy first.
This one here?
Okay. This one is Clear Body. It has perfect IVs, but except for HP. I think that one will work, even if that's not the one. That one will work, actually. It's Jolly, which is perfect. That's the nature we need. Okay. So let's just grab that one, and I can also show you how to max out an IV if we don't have it maxed out already with that one. So that'll be perfect, because you were going to the same place to do that as to do everything else.
Okay, yeah, and this is one that I did hatch, because I remember you told me, find one with Jolly. I did it for a while. I spent a good amount of time trying to get this. It wasn't shiny, unfortunately, but...
That's fine, though. But we got Clear Body, we got Jolly, everything's set for that Pokemon to be EV trained, besides it having max IVs. So what we're going to do now is we're going to fly over to Rose Tower in the top of the map.
Okay.
And this is the same place you'd go for natures. So technically, if your nature wasn't set, we would be killing two birds with one stone here. But we go right there, yes, to Winden. Oh, actually, Dreepy's not level 100. So you can do this later, but I'll show you right now. Just go ahead and say yes. Because you have to be level 100 to fix IVs. But go ahead and go in that building. And on the very right side, you'll notice there's a man standing there facing forward. He's almost T-posing.
Oh, over here, this guy here?
Yes, that gentleman. When you talk to him, he says you're champion. He can take your level 100 Pokemon and hyper train them. And hyper training is a form of EV training. Or IV training, not EV training. So if you just click through this real quick, you'll see that it'll let you pick a level 100 Pokemon. You can't do it with Dreepy, but we'll get him to level 100 today if you have enough candy to do so. If you have any level 100 Pokemon, you have the birds, you have those guys. See how the shiny Zeraora you have? If we go back to him, he has best in everything and then fantastic in defense.
Mm-hmm.
If you give him the Zeraora and you give him a bottle cap, he will max out the defense stat for it to also be best, but it'll just say hyper trained, so you can't use it to breed out a max IV in defense, but it'll have a max IV stat. And the other reason we're here is if your Dreepy did not have Jolly, if you back out of here and go all the way to the left side of the building, that's where you buy your nature mints. From the exact same person, but on the left side, yeah. She should have your nature mints.
I think I remember, well, I don't know if I picked any up yet. Oh, that's right. I needed battle points, because I did finally get I believe I bought the Jolly Mint and gave it to the Ditto, is that right? Or did I give it to...
I'm not positive.
Did I give it to the... Does it affect the breeding at all, or does it just change their nature? Oh, I see.
No, it just changes the stat for the nature, because each nature has a different stat. So you have Jolly on that Dreepy, and what Jolly does is Jolly increases your speed but decreases special attack. So we're building you a physical attacking Dragapult. And the only other thing you can purchase here is the guy sitting next to the mint lady. He sells most of the items that you use in Pokemon battles, so that'll be your Life Orb, your Weakness Policy, Focus Sash, that kind of stuff, and that's all for BP as well. So this Dreepy needs a Life Orb, and that's where you would get it from that guy. But it'll be battle points, so if you don't...
gotcha, okay.
Yeah. So to EV train, let's pull that Dreepy into your party and see how... If you haven't played with him in your party at all, right? He hasn't gained any XP?
Correct, yeah.
Perfect. That means he has no stats in his EVs or IVs, or in his EVs, and you've played with Talonflame a little bit, right? I'm gonna assume.
I don't. I think so. I think I have.
If you want, just in case, pull in another Pokemon that you have played with, that you've like played through some battles, because I'm gonna show you something real quick. I think Silvally comes at 41. If you have any legendaries above 70, you've definitely played with them.
I have a lot of people that just give me high-level Pokemon, and you included. So,
Oh, well, that works. You can grab the... I'm assuming you've played with that Zacian, so you can probably grab that Zacian for one example, and then you can... Go left twice, I think it was. Like 2 boxes left. Maybe one more. Maybe... No, one right? Am I wigging out? I might be.
I may have been going a little bit too fast. No, so
you could just search it. If you go to the bottom right, search. Oh, there they are. There they are. So you played sword or shield?
Oh, these were given to me.
Okay, you can see how they're hyper trained. Then I'm gonna assume those were trained for battle, but I don't know why you would train them for battle because they're not legal in any format. But is the Reggie Draco or the Reggie Alecki, are those two the ones I gave you? That one is. I gave you that one. Yeah, so if you grab him for one example, because I know he's perfectly trained.
Okay.
And then just any Pokemon you've played through with. If you have your starter, that works.
Let's see. I mean, I know I've used this guy.
Perfect. Pull him in. And then we're gonna see something. Go back one, like out of your box. And just click summary on like your Dreepy. And if we go over to the right to the stat wheel, you'll see that I think you can press X and it'll switch it to, yeah. So you see on the inside of that yellow circle, there's a darker, it's not really a circle, but that yellow shape, there's a darker yellow shape.
Yep.
And it's almost a perfect octagon. And that's because it has 0 EVs and everything. If you go down one to the Regieleki, you could see that his special attack is maxed out and his speed is maxed out, and that's indicated by the stars. And if I'm not mistaken, I think his HP is a little higher than his attack, defense, and special defense because, again, how EVs work is you get 510 EVs for any of the... Like, you can put 510 EVs towards any Pokemon, right? And what most people do is they max out 2 stats because the max amount you could put into a stat is 252 EVs. So this has 252 EVs in special attack, 252 EVs in speed, and then there's another 6 lying around. If you do the math, 252 plus 252 is 504. So you have 6 EV points lying around. You just chuck those into whichever stat it could benefit from a little bit, or benefit from more than the other 3 that are left over. So let's go down to your Eternatus. This one looks like you didn't play with it too much, but the reason I was asking if you've like played with anything a lot is because whenever you...
I know what happened. This isn't the one I've played with. I think somebody... This is the one I got from the game, but somebody gave me one very early on. So that's the...
Oh.
That's... I'm telling you, man. People just, like... They just give them to me. I don't know. See, there's the one I played with.
Perfect. So we can check summary on this one. And you've played with it a lot, so unless they trained it... Go ahead and press X. You can see how the inside circle is all botched. It like goes in every other direction. This is not suitable for competitive means because you're not maxing out what you would like to deal damage with. Like he's a special attacker, right? Because he has dragon type moves, and most dragon type moves are special attacking moves. And you can see by the yellow one, because the yellow one takes into account EVs and base stats. Every Pokemon has a set amount of base stats. If they didn't and they only relied on EVs, then every Pokemon would have the same stats. And then your Metapod would be as fast as your Dragapult, for example. So they all have base stats to make them what they are to begin with.
I see.
You can see his special attack is maxed out. And the people, like the creators of Pokemon, know that they want him to be a special attacker, so they makes his base stat high in special attack. In this case, since you've been battling with him, every time you knock out a Pokemon, you're gaining EVs, and you've been battling Pokemon that have high attack base stats. Because when you knock out a Pokemon, their highest base stat grants the Pokemon in your party an EV in whatever their highest base stat is. So if you knock out an Eternatus, you're gaining an EV in special attack because that's his highest base stat. In this case, Eternatus has been knocking out a lot of Pokemon with high attack base stats, and he's been gaining attack EVs and detrimenting his capabilities of dealing special attack, like moves.
Understood. Okay. All right. So what's our next step?
So what we want to do is we want to work on our Dreepy. We are going to be making a physical attacking Dragapult, I'm pretty sure. Phantom Force is a physical attack. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be physical. So what we want to do is, let's just leave him in the very front. Normally in the old games, what we would do is we would go and battle Pokemon one by one and gain these base stats by knocking out Pokemon, or gain these EVs by knocking out Pokemon with high base stats. But that's very old stuff, and it's not very fast, and there's much faster ways to do it now. So there's two ways to do this quickly. The first is being rich, because you could just buy EVs, believe it or not. And what you would do is you go outside and you fly, and you're going to fly to the Pokemon Center that is lower down in this town.
All right, sounds good. I don't know that I have much money because I bought a bunch of clothing. So, this one here?
I believe, yes, that one.
Okay.
So that's fine. If you don't have a lot of money, there's another way to do this, and it requires no money. Oh. And that way is using a great feature in Animal Crossing called time skipping. If we go to the right, the gentleman at the Pokemart, one of the two of them, I believe it's the left one, will have vitamins.
Okay.
It would be at the very end. If not him, then it's going to be the other guy, the guy on the right.
Okay.
Hopefully, it's the guy on the right. Because if not... Yeah, here we go. So we have HP up, protein, iron, calcium, zinc, and carbos. They're all 10,000 each.
I'm broke.
So, yeah. So what happens here is you would spend 1 HP up, and you see at the very bottom it says it raises the HP base points of a single Pokemon. So it raises it by 10 points. We want to put 252 points into Jolly, or into attack, and 252 points into speed. So you would find the corresponding vitamin for whichever base stat you need, and you would need to buy 26 of them to max out a stat completely.
Ooh, that's some cash.
Yes. So what we can do real quick is say you want to sell, that you're here to sell.
Okay.
And let's check under your items. I think it would be, you see the shiny orb next to the cooking ingredients in the disc.
Mm-hmm.
Right here we have nuggets. We can sell nuggets, tiny mushrooms, big mushrooms. Those are all things that just sell for money. That's the only reason they're in this game. And you can see it says down below, rare mushroom, very popular. You can sell these, and that's why they're put into the game. The big pro will get you a lot of money. I wouldn't sell the dino piece because it's more for like making the fossil Pokemon.
Okay.
And we still have 37. We only have 37,000. That's okay. We can purchase some of them. Let's purchase enough just to max out one. If we can, Stardust also sells. You can do that one as well.
Oh, okay. Oh, I hit the wrong button.
$3,000, not bad. So we only need 26 to max out one stat, and we'll max out one stat with the money rich method, and then we'll max out the other stat the other way. So what we'll do is we'll go down to find the vitamin that increases speed EVs. That's attack, defense, special attack, special defense, speed. Perfect. And then we just need 26 of them.
And it's 10. It's 10 per. So I just need to buy buy 3. Is that what you said?
No, it's 10 EV stats per. Oh, you're not going to be able to buy 26. I've definitely done the math incorrectly. You need 26 of them to get 260 base points.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah. So, we're not.
So this
close.
is how we would do it, but we're not even close.
Okay.
So what we'll do then is we'll do it the other way, which is still in the Pokemon Center.
Okay.
Let's go to the PC box.
Where this dude's sleeping?
Yeah. And then let's check boxes because we're going to have to move Dreepy out of your party. And I always forget how this works because I just do the money way. Let's take the Dreepy and just put it in your box anywhere, in a place where we can find it easily. 27. That works. That's perfect.
Okay.
And then we back out and we go to Pokemon Jobs.
The same area? Same computer?
Yeah, same computer.
Okay.
Check Pokemon Jobs.
Okay.
And then...
Well, I did not even know this.
You've never been here.
I've never been here.
That's all right, though. So, Pokemon Jobs is this idea where you can send your Pokemon off to a job, and it says, like, please send Pokemon with big muscles, and they'll get bonuses from this. But the ones we're interested in, because you're champion already, correct?
What does that mean?
Did you beat the main story?
Yes.
Okay, then scroll down, and there should be, like, university or seminar. So we have a speed seminar in session, and it's always recruiting. So you can send up to 10 Pokemon to this, and it says, we're offering a seminar that increases speed base points. If you send your Dreepy to this, and you can send just Dreepy. It won't make a difference how much Dreepy earns if you send just him or 10 Pokemon. So just press B from here, I believe. I'm learning with you here because I've never done it through the base seminar.
Got it. Okay. Just send them?
Pokemon? Yeah. And just say a whole day. It'll be 24 hours.
Okay.
And it does this really cool...
Get to work.
Animation. Yeah, go work. So your Pokemon was sent to work. And then, so like, what do you want to talk about for the next 24 hours?
How long's the day cycle in this game?
24 hours.
Are we pulling the Animal Crossing time skipping?
Exactly. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the wild area. Because the wild area has dens, and you need the dens to time skip in this game.
Wait, what? For real?
Yeah. So you'll go to town map, and then you'll go down, and right in front of that Pokemon Center, fly to the Hammerlock Hills.
Okay.
And what happens is when you let a Pokemon stay in there for a whole 24 hours, it gains 96 EVs. And you need 252 per stat. So 252 divided by 96 means you need to do it 3 times.
Okay.
So you'll put a star piece into one of these.
Do I have a star piece?
Maybe not, but that's okay. If you go back to where you flew,
Yep.
There should be a gentleman that is, again, almost T-posing.
This guy here?
Yes. And if you talk to him, you can say, spend my watts.
Okay.
And he'll have a star piece for sale. Or a wishing piece, yeah. Perfect. You have a lot of watts. Unfortunately, watts don't account for money.
I usually just ride around on my bike, pressing A on those little pink wells or whatever.
Yeah. What else you can do is you can actually take your watts, find the guy who sells luxury balls, and purchase all his luxury balls, and then go sell them to the Pokemart for money.
Oh, I tried to do that, but I never came across the guy that had the luxury balls.
They switch every spawn. He has net balls. That guy, I think, just tells you that you can go in there now that you have enough gym badges.
I see. Okay. So go ahead and drop the rock in here.
Exactly. And then when you drop the rock in here, this will also net you a lot of watts because you're going to be resetting the den every single time you do this. And then you'll talk to the den, and you want to do this offline because it appears as though you're inviting people to do a Gmax Butterfree raid with you. And it upsets a lot of people. So it's just courteous to do it offline. So you'll press invite others. Because you're just going to be throwing up a lot of raid dens.
So I could troll people right now is what you're telling me. Like I could.
You could.
Yeah. I mean, I hate missing an opportunity to troll. You know.
Yeah.
But, okay. For the sake of moving things forward, I'll. Then what do I do after I hit invite?
Press the home button while the timer's ticking down.
Okay.
And then you go down to settings. And you'll scroll all the way down to date and time, or it'll be system and then date and time. And then you'll unsynchronize your clock, and you'll go to date and time. Yeah, and then move it one day up, press OK. And then press home button again and go back to your game. And then back out, just quit. Yeah. And you'll notice that the outside of the raid den, those rocks are red now again, right?
Yep.
And that means you're in a new day.
Got it.
You've started a new day. And you can go back up to the dragon mouth that lets you into that city. And you can go to the Pokemon Center and go ahead and collect your Pokemon. It's been 24 hours, and you should have gained 96 base points to speed.
So this ain't too bad. I mean, it's, you know.
Yeah. It's the working man's way of training his Pokemon.
This center will work right here?
Yeah, this center right here will work.
Okay.
Any of them, they're all connected somehow. I don't know why Pokemon jobs are here, but I'll believe it.
I got it. I got you. Okay.
So you check, and there's new job postings, and you'll see the speed seminar in session says completed. So you'll just click on that. No, it's at the top now that it's completed. Yeah. And Dreepy should come back now. Perfect. You're excited. Everyone's excited. Dreepy should say... Yeah, 96 bonus EV base... Or 96 base points. Why does it say base? Because it's EVs, it's not base points. They're very different. So now what you'll do is you'll do the same thing again. And you'll do it 3 times. And then you'll do it 3 times for regular attack. And then you'll do it 1 time for like HP.
Oh,
where'd it put it?
They hid it from me.
Oh no.
What?
It should be wherever. Did you have it in 27?
Yeah.
Okay, so I would go to 27 first, and then go towards the left until you find a box that is completely full. And then if it's full, just keep going, because it should be in the first hole they found.
Why are they doing this to us?
Right? They should just drop it where you left it.
Yeah, I don't understand. I just don't understand. Why? Is there a way to search?
Yes, at the bottom right, there's a search option.
He's probably going to be in the last one we look.
Yeah. Dang, what?
They're really messing with us. Here, is that him?
It says pretty good in HP. It says clear body. Click on him and check his summary.
I think this is the one you gave me, but I could be wrong.
Now that one's yours. And go to, yeah, and press the X button. Yeah, see how speed's gone up? This is the one.
All right. Cool.
Okay, so what I'm going to recommend so we don't lose him again is go back to the box that he's in.
Yep.
And make him switch places with Milcery at the very top left. Oh no, you're sending them to speed school. Well, that's fine. He'll just reappear in this same box in that same place.
All right,
that
box
should be
one.
what happens.
Okay, so we're good. We're good then. Okay, so we rinse and repeat this 3 times. Now, we're getting close to that half-hour mark, so should we do a part 2 of this?
Well, this is pretty much all it is you just do your EVs here. It's the same process for attack, and it's the same process for HP. It's no different. It's going to be the same thing. You just send them to attack seminar and HP seminar. But the one trick I am going to say is it's giving you 96 base points and you can, or EV points, and you can take the EV points back, but it's a long process. So the way you do this correctly is the 2 stats we're maxing out is speed and attack. So you would max out speed and attack first, because even though it's doing 96 each time, it won't go over 252. The issue comes is if you do HP first, it'll barrel 96 points into HP, and then it'll mess up the other 2 from being successful completely. And to avoid that, you fill out the first 2, you max them out. You can only put on 10 in total into all 6 stats. And that will only leave 6 points to put into any of the other 4 stats. And so if you do gain 96 points, it's only going to award you 6 in the HP, or whichever stat you want the least points to go into. So
I understand.
you always want to max out the ones you need to max out, and then do the rest. But that's pretty much all it is for doing your EVs in this fashion. And it's the same thing with the vitamins. You want to max out the other 2 that need to be maxed out before you put the rest of your crumbs into the last one.
Understood. Okay. Very cool. So this has basically been a tutorial on maxing out those EVs. What's going to be next?
What's next is I think we should get into some games. Now that we have a competitive Pokemon, we can get into you playing a couple of competitive games and seeing what you vibe with, what kind of team you want, and we can put together a full team from you from that point out.
Okay, that sounds perfect. So, guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Carpet, where can people find you?
I stream twice a week on random days, but you can find me on twitch.com/ or twitch.tv/ Carp, spelled KARP_ET, and I stream Pokemon and Smash Bros, and we do viewer battles and we do raids. I just hang out there most often, and sometimes in Josh's Discord, just playing Smash.
Perfect.
And Pokemon, of course.
Love it. All right, guys, if you got any questions or comments, let us know down below, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye now.